Hello warframes, this is Jay's Videos, and this is Nightmare House 2019 The Dark Harvest Haunt Build Day 8. Now today has probably been one of the most productive days of the haunt build so far, but the reason for that is because it is going to, we're getting the side effects of a tropical storm this weekend, and so we don't really want to do too much when we're going to have the tropical storm coming through, so we can't do too much and have the storm ruin stuff. So not much was done today, but if you're wondering, yes, I'm still going to be working on the haunt during the storm. I'm going to be working on the barn section, which is obviously in the garage. I'll be working on that when the storm's happening, so stuff will still get done. Anyways, let me show you the stuff that was done today. I'm going to start with something that's kind of boring, but it's alright. It's right on over here. I started painting this piece of cardboard. This is going to be another sign, because as you guys saw, I was painting that one sign last time. This is going to be another sign. This one is going to be the Rector Farm sign, so pretty much probably going to be attached to the tree. It's going to be welcoming you to the Rector Farm. Of course, the whole haunt is the Rector Farm, but I think that's the main area of the Rector Farm, so that's where I want the sign to be. I'll get to the most exciting thing in a moment. And this will be a shorter build video, probably about 5 minutes, but it doesn't matter. I do want to mention this, though. What happened with the farmhouse is we did have rain, and it did blow down, actually, and it got warped. As you can see, the wood is warped. It's not too bad, though. I'm just hoping it doesn't get worse when we have the tropical storm. The tropical storm shouldn't be too bad, because we're definitely not getting it full on, so it shouldn't be too bad. So I'm thinking this will be fine, but let's just hope that it will be. I think I showed you guys the gun the other day. I don't know. I think I did, though. Over here, up here, we've got, this is something I did. So this is the sign I was working on the other day, and I finally finished it. It is the sawmill sign. So this is exactly where it's going to be hanging in the haunt, and this is exactly how it's going to be hanging. Luckily, there's already a hook on here, and that hook is kind of crooked. And so the sign is crooked, which is exactly how I wanted it. So the sign is crooked, and those letters will be made easier to see probably. That's just for now. So it says Rector Farm Sawmill established 1829, because Jim moved to the town of Nightmare in 1827. So he established the farm in 1827, but he didn't establish the sawmill until 1829. So that's what that's all about. So that's the sawmill entryway. Of course, there's going to be a facade on either side here. And Swinging Scarecrow's not here. You can notice that's because he's over there, so he wouldn't get ruined. He's covered by that blanket. So this is, there will be a facade on either side here to make it look better, and there will be flickering flame lights illuminating this sign is what I want to have for this. But this is the start of the sawmill's facade. I'm really liking the sign. I love how it's crooked. I think it looks really creepy. Might add some blood splatters on it tomorrow. Actually, no, probably not tomorrow, because I'm just going to be working on the barn tomorrow, but I might add some blood splatters whenever I get the chance to. Now to the most exciting thing. The windmill was finally finished, and I love it. Yeah, so now the PVC is not showing. I know it's white, but once I get closer, you'll see that's wood. It's white wooden boards attached to the PVC, so now the PVC itself is not shown. That still wasn't fixed, but I don't even know if it's going to be fixed. It's not really a big deal, I don't think. It still looks like a windmill, so it's not really a big deal. But this is the best thing that was done to it. First, there were a few support beams put around here just to keep it a little bit more stable than it was. So we got that. And then this is the best thing that was done to it. The beams in the front, like how windmills always have those beams in the front. It makes it look so much better. It makes it look a lot more like a windmill. I love it. So finally the windmill is done. Right once the tropical storm is finished passing through, I hope to have the barn finished by then. So I'll probably actually have most of the props already in the barn by the time that happens, because I'm probably going to put Barnyard Butcher in there this weekend, because of course it's in the garage, so nothing can get ruined in there, so I can get that done as soon as I finish cleaning that out, which is going to be this weekend. So as soon as the tropical storm is finished passing through, the barn's going to be finished, and first thing I'm going to do is finish the farmhouse by putting the roof on it. And I don't know if I'll do the pillars yet, because I don't know how often it's going to rain. I don't think it's supposed to rain too much more after this storm. But I don't know, I just want to be careful, but I'm probably going to put the pillars and the other roof on and then cut out the door and put a hangman hanging from a noose inside there, like a silhouette of him. And then after that, the walls will start to go up, because the walls, there's way less walls this year than other years, because the haunt is a tad bit smaller. It's not too much smaller, it's a tad bit smaller. But what I did this year is, instead of having it go all inside the yard, I have most of the haunt going along the fence. That way there doesn't need to be as many walls, because the fence acts as one of the walls. So there mainly just needs to be a few walls in the middle. So there's way less walls this year, which is a great thing. Excuse me. So walls always take up a lot of time. So it's a great thing that there's way less walls this year. As you can see, Simon's slaughterhouse facade kind of fell down, but there's no use picking it up, because if we pick it up, it's going to fall down in the wind again when the tropical storm comes, and so, oop, I tripped over something, and so it'll probably just break some more if that happens, so it's best to just leave it on the ground so it doesn't get all ruined if it falls down again. Anyways, that's about it for today's haunt build video. This was the shortest haunt build video I've done this year, I think. That's because not much was done today, but it was still some productive stuff that had to be done. And I'm glad the windmill's finally finished. Glad I started the sawmill facade by making that sign. And glad I started that sign over there, even though it's just painted right now. All I have to do tomorrow is write on it, and then it should be finished and ready to go. So that's all that was done today. Actually, the Hillbillies Hideout might have its structure built tonight, and if it does, you'll see it in next haunt build video. But for now, that was all that was done, and starting the barn tomorrow, I'm pretty excited. I hope you all enjoyed. Keep howling at the moon, my werewolves.
Hey, come back. You don't play fair and you're making me angry. But maybe if you subscribe to Jaden's videos and join the werewolf army, I'll let you live another day. But it's not guaranteed.